It is well before dawn in the engine house of the Kentucky Railway Museum in New Haven, Kentucky. Inside is the pride of the museum, former Louisville and Nashville Pacific number 152. The century-old locomotive waits cold and silent, but soon a pair of diesels will lock couplers with her, towing her outside of the shop where a coal fire will slowly bring her to life. Former Louisville and Nashville number 152 is an example of the state-of-the-art for a passenger locomotive of the early 20th century. She was outshopped by the Rogers Locomotive Works in Paterson, New Jersey in 1905. In the early years of her career, she was modified with upgraded running gear and received a superheater, but she remains a fine example of an early Pacific-type locomotive. She was last used by the L&N in 1952 when she was fired up to provide steam heat for Pullmans from a Sugar Bowl football special in New Orleans. Afterward, she was parked outside of the Roundhouse in Mobile, Alabama, and was officially retired on February 17, 1953. In 1955, she was cosmetically restored for display around the L&N system. She was given to the museum in 1958, and museum volunteers began working to restore her to operation in 1973. Restoration work was a slow process, and it was 9 years from the time the work started until the boiler was fired up. It took another 3.5 years to finish the restoration, and number 152 moved under her own power for the first time on September 21, 1985. The Kentucky Railway Museum currently brings out number 152 several times each year to pull the museum's regular train from the museum grounds in New Haven to Boston over a former L&N branch line. We visited the museum in October 2005 when the museum was celebrating the locomotive's 100th birthday.